I seen yesterday on the timeline, Mario was performing. What song was he performing? I think he was performing I Can Hear Your Heart. Quality tune. Back in the day, I was singing that tune like I actually was going through that. I was probably 14 years old, but you couldn't tell me shit. And while he was performing, a married woman reached her arm up and grabbed his genitals. Unbelievable. Black men don't cheat. But that young woman, she does. We seen that, and he played it very, very cool. He talked to her, he bent down, and he said, "Can you stop doing that, please?" Which I thought was very polite, because he could have went the Kevin Gates route. Still don't think Kevin Gates necessarily should have been in prison for that. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a lot of time. I think he got like 2 years or something for that shit. But yeah,
2 years?
yeah, Kevin Gates, the girl kept grabbing his dick, and then he ran over there and kicked her in the chest.
Oh shit!
And
Wow.
I think he went to jail for that. He might have had some other charges.
It was other stuff with it, I think. Okay.
Okay, yeah, but
Right.
yeah, he kicked the woman like Sparta in 300 movie. That shit was unbelievable. Mario was very polite. He said, "Can you please stop doing that?" She didn't do it. I think the clip went off that really quick after that. But I want to know how y'all felt about that. First of all, she's married. She had a very distinct wedding ring and a watch. If I was anybody's husband in that town and knew that my wife was going to that concert, I would be analyzing that that watch to wedding ring ratio to figure out if that was my wife, because you couldn't see her face. But if I found out that that was my wife, she would no longer be my wife, because that was ridiculous. But I want to know how y'all felt about that, as far as what she did, Mario's response to it, and how would you respond to it? Go ahead, Kenya. And then we got Karma Rose up here. What's the word, Karma Rose? How you feeling?
What's up? You just said go, Kenya.
Yeah. I'm just saying what's up to you. Go ahead, Kenya.
What's up?
Okay. It's Mario. I mean, I get it's Mario, but Mario was never like, I don't know, he was never like that to me. So I
Oh, you
personally,
minimizing a black man?
no, not minimizing.
Minimizing his abuse because you want to call him ugly?
Wow, what?
Wow.
That's
Never, fellas, you heard it first.
he's a horrible person.
You heard it first,
That's not
fellas.
true. Okay, I think that this is more common than we like to think. I think, because I've seen women, even with the whole Keke Palmer thing, I think that women think concerts are like a pass in a sense. Yeah, like they seem to think it's cool because like, oh, he's a celebrity, like, I can't really fuck him, and we're all here at the concert, it's cool. Like they're not looking at it, as disrespectfully as I think obviously it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the disconnect and the problem. I'm not going to say women aren't, women don't battle delusional tendencies at times, because that is delusional. But I do think, because I've seen this happen so much, I think that's why that's happening. They thinking like it's not that serious. And I'm like, no, that's disrespectful to your partner. That's rude.
I mean, the conversations.
And you're sexually assaulting the performer. On top of like, fuck your husband, you are sexually assaulting somebody.
As an artist.
Yeah.
And I think that it's not even just like the concert aspect. There it is a running joke, but in all jokes there is a semblance of truth. Women flirting brushes
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
Yeah, it's very aggressive and sexually assaulty. Yeah, I've seen it.
And so it's not even just like the concert vibes. I think Mick Gotti came up here and told a story. There's some stories I could tell, and where it's not necessarily, hey, I'm interested in you, let's have a conversation, but more of grab your dick. I think the grabbing of the dick is not as uncommon as you would like to think it is when it comes to a woman being attracted to a stranger, a man. I think that is more common. Karma Rose, what's the word? How you feeling?
Hello, good morning, y'all. I agree with Kenya. Like, that's weird. If it was a woman and it was a man groping her pussy, like, it's a double standard. So I feel like, I don't know, it's weird for her to be married. Yeah, that's a lot. Like, I think people are starting to realize how scandalous women can be. Like, women get a pass for a lot of stuff. I started to notice that too, just like Kenya said, like I'm not a girl's girl because I don't think that exists. Like they put on that front like, oh, I'm innocent, I'm a girl's girl, I'm this, I'm that, but that's not really how women are. I think it needs to be called out more. And I agree, like he ain't all that cute. Like he was never really like that cute. Not that he's an ugly man. To be honest, ever since the verses too, like his attitude is horrible. So who the hell is just going up there just want to grope on? I feel like you're just doing it just to do it. Like he ain't no Chris Brown or nobody.
He
Like
said
why is you
Mario not
touching
worth
that man?
that. That's funny.
He's not.
Like why is you touching that man genitals like that? Like I don't know. It's wild. It's not cool, especially in the times that we're living in, and we see all these men going to jail for sexual assault and being falsely accused. You know what I mean? Like where do you draw the line? And just because it's a concert doesn't make it okay. Like it's one thing to get serenaded, like Usher walking around, serenaded late, but you don't see them trying to grab on them and stuff. And, that's a Mary. I'm pretty sure he would feel some type of way. But it's kind of like, y'all men, y'all got feelings too. And I feel like when it comes to certain stuff, like women look past that. Like, because y'all are men, you're going to like it. Like, not every man is attracted to you, number one, and wants to be touched like that. So, yeah, I think it's wrong. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I couldn't just, even with me being drunk, I'm not about to I don't care whoever, like, the finest man, I'm not just about to sit up there and just feel like that's okay. Like, that's sexual assault.
Yeah, I want to read this from Big Mama in the comments. She said, "You would leave your wife for that? Damn, y'all don't believe in marriage for real." 100% I would, because this is a public place where everybody can see you, and you're doing this to a stranger. Like, I couldn't imagine like what you would do if nobody was around. I couldn't imagine what you would do if nobody was around and you've had like some level of prolonged relationship with this person. That work husband that you be sneaking off with during lunchtime. I couldn't imagine. So if you would do this in public with somebody that you don't know in front of everybody, I think the possibilities of you cheating are high, very high. And so yes, there would be a conversation, and I don't think I could necessarily trust that you will hold it down when push come to shove, because it's
You
not like,
can't trust that. Yeah, to be
yeah, you
honest.
weren't provoked to do this. It wasn't like
You wanted
you were in
that.
a
Yeah, don't
vulnerable
provocate.
space
Right.
and like he just came and no, the nigga was singing a 20-year-old song
Yep.
and you couldn't control your inhibitions and grabbing his dick.
You're
And
inefficient.
and I guarantee if he grabbed your arm and pulled you on stage and said, "Wait for me backstage," guess where you would have been waiting? You would have been backstage.
You would have left her backstage calling an Uber.
Like, come on, man. So I think like the escalation of this is the reason why, because I don't necessarily see it as an isolated situation. I see it as, yeah, there's potential here for you to just be a top tier freakazoid, and I can't listen. My
He
heart,
handled that really, really, really nicely. Just watching the video, wow, he was very graceful about that.
Burner Boy would have kicked her in the face.
Man, what?
That nigga's a
I
terrible
mean,
person.
would you blame him?
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Like, why
because
are you
wait,
scary?
didn't another what? Who else was it? It wasn't just Kevin Gates. Didn't somebody else like
Yeah,
drop
it's been
kick a
a
fan?
couple.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
they
Hmm.
landed on the fan. Oh my god, who was it? I can't remember. I gotta go look it up.
And then,
But yeah, like
That's
he
what
didn't
I'm
have
saying.
to be so graceful. That's all I'm saying. He handled it really nicely.
I mean, he could do a lot. He could still file a police report. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be petty if he wanted to. And that's what I'm saying. Like, keep your hands to yourself. Like, we living in different times. Don't touch me. I don't even like people to stand too close to me in line. So that's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's weird. And more than likely, she probably is a freak. Like, women are freaks. Let's, like you said, more than likely, she's a cheater. If you're comfortable doing that in public, knowing that it be cameras everywhere, yeah, if he would have said, let me take you down, she would have got taken down.
Yes, thank you, Burt Macklin. It was Miguel. I literally just
Miguel kicked somebody? Wow, Little Mexico. He jumped off the stage. I gotta see that video. If y'all got the video, let me see that. I didn't know that. Damn, sticking up for himself. I don't know. I would think what do y'all think would be uh appropriate consequences for what she did? Or should it just be like, no harm, no foul? He didn't say nothing, so, we should just keep it moving.
I think I think he handled it well. Like I said, it's really up to him. If he wanted to be petty, he could be petty. Me personally, I think I would have just been, if it was like, if you really felt uncomfortable or disrespected, I would have been like, okay, remove her from the concert. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't have took it that far. Like, she a woman, she probably drunk, is not right. But just because there is a video, maybe, other people will see like, okay, let me not act like that. Like, that's kind of embarrassing. But I think he kind of handled it well, because he really could have did anything. He, like y'all said, he could have kicked her, he could have did anything, could have got her arrested. Like, so. I mean, it really just depends on the man. Like, what can you really do? I mean, you could do a lot in that situation, but then it's gonna start looking like you a bitch, or like how the internet is. It's gonna be like, oh, you got that woman this or that just for this or da 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 da.
Trust me,
So
I know.
yeah, it's kind of like I think he did handle it well.